So the first thing I'm going to create is I'm going to create in this new app button and create a new canvas app in it. And going control screen support is the name, and I'm going to click on click. Let's wait for this app to be created. So the next thing we need to do is we need to go into the settings and enable this experimental feature, which is called as modern controls and themes. So once you enable this particular feature, you will notice a new section available in here, which is called as modern theme, just like this. Okay. And when you click on this particular theme icon, before that, let me just do and rename this particular screen one to controls. And what I'm going to do in this particular case, I'm going to add new modern controls in this particular page. But before that, let me just go and select and see how many themes are available. There are currently 6 themes available, as you can see on the screen. I can select any of the themes. Let's say I selected the red, and I'm going to add all of these modern controls on the page one by one. I have already added all of the buttons. Let me go and run this. So as you can see, all supports the red theme which is selected right now, and all of them are rendering in terms of that particular theme. The slider, the text, all of them. Okay. So the next thing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert some of the values in this combo box control, which is one. And if I go and run the app now, I can go and look for this 1, 2, or 3 value, which is the list items available in the combo box. Okay. The next thing what I can do in this particular case is in this drop down control, I can provide the same list item as 1, 2, 3 in here so that we can see how the drop down looks with the list items added inside it, just like this. And we can select. This is how the combo box look, and this is how the drop down looks. And the combo box is a new control added as a model control. This is how the date picker works. That is an out-of-box date picker. The slider, the text, and toggle is one of the new controls added alongside the combo box control as. Okay. So the next thing what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a new page. Let me just go and click on the screens, and let me first rename this to from the controls to the modern controls, and let me add one more page for classic controls. Let me just and right click and add one more page called classic controls. And in here, what I'm going to add the text box, the date picker, and one of the button, which is the out of the box button. As you can see, it is not supporting the themes right now, and it is in the out of the box blue color, which is available for that. But let's say I want to change and make it supporting the classic controls. It should also support my theme. So I need to just go and provide this value as app.theme.colors.primary. And as you can see, it supports the red. The same thing I'm going to do for the state picker as well. In the field property, I'm going to add the same value app.theme.colors.primary. Okay. So as you can see, it is also supporting the red. So let's say I want to change my theme color from red, anything else. So let's say I selected this platinum, orange, or steel. As you can see, these classic controls are also supporting my theme color as well as the modern ones. So if I change it to blue or red or green, any of them, I can select any of them and they will support that particular color. So let's say I want to make it as steel. So that's how the theming support is available for the modern controls as well as for the classic controls as well. And let me show you one more thing. I'm going to add a new screen and renaming it to new controls. Okay. And in this particular new control page, I'm going to add two new controls, which is a combo box and toggle button, which I have already displayed you, but I'm just adding in here. So let me select the account table for this combo box control. So it is adding the accounts control now, and if I run it now, I can select, I can see the figure from here. I can search for figure with the values. If I provide some random values, it is not going to search it because it's not available there. So this is how this new combo box control can be used inside your Power Apps project. Okay, so these are the two new controls which are available. So the next thing what I'm going to do is I'm going to add one more new screen in this. I'm going to call it, let me just go and rename it, and I'm going to call as update in the controls. Okay. So there are some updates available for the existing controls of Dropdown, Combo Box, and Radio Buttons. So to do that, let me just go into the model controls and add the Radio Button first. The radio button has the new layouts available for it. So if we go and select some radio button, let me just before provide the values for the items for the radio button control. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As you can see, we have the modern control, so it should support a theme. So if I go and run it right now, it should support the steel color. Yes, it is supporting the steel color as it is a new modern control. And if we select the control and then go into the properties, we can see there are three layouts available: vertical, horizontal, and horizontal stack. Right now it's horizontal. If I change it to horizontal stack, you see there is a change in the layout. And if I change it to vertical, there is a change in the layout. Okay, so if I change it and run it horizontal, it looks like this. If I select and run it as horizontal stack, its layout changes and looks like this. Okay. So the next control which is having an update is, let me just go and add it from the modern controls, is the drop-down control. So the change in the drop-down control is something related to the number of list items displayed. So before that, we have 25 list items available, and now it is displaying up to 500 items inside the list items. So I have created one array, items array with the 500 items in it. So I'm going to paste it as an items array for this. And when I run it, you will see the items available in the view is not 25 but 500 items. So the item limit is increased as a displayed items, visible items. Okay. And next thing I'm going to add a combo box. So this is a combo box control. I'm going to do the same thing for this. Going to add inside this items array the 500 items array as an items. And when I run it, as you can see in here as well, there are all 500 items are displayed. So the display limit is increased from 25 to 500. The primary, I'm only seeing the primary and secondary as the type for my button, but there are other types available as well as primary, secondary, outline, subtle, and transparent. But somehow in my environment, it's not displayed. So, so yeah, that's it for this video. If I hope you like this video, the quick intro to the modern controls and the training support for that. Uh, do let me know your thoughts about this video in the comment section. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Thank you so much and see you in the next video.